Okay, if you've showed up to this video, you're struggling with something I know very much about. You're scared of putting yourself out there on social media to post content because you're scared of being visible. You're scared of actually taking the next step, and maybe you're sitting there like I do sometimes on the couch, watching the TV, scanning through YouTube, looking at other creators thinking, I wish I could do what they're doing. I want to do it. And then you just keep scrolling and you keep telling yourself why you can't do it. Well, I did that same thing for 8 years. 8 years it took, if not longer, to get me motivated and over my fears to actually post these videos on this channel. And so I want to share with you today some of my experiences, and also I work with clients doing this too. I work with clients, coaches, consultants, and agency owners to show up on camera in a way that makes them feel like they sound natural and authentic and really overcoming this blocker so they actually can put out content, whether that's lives, webinars, recorded videos like this, big social media launches, whatever it is. It doesn't matter the volume. It's about getting comfortable, showing up, and getting over our mental blocks so that we can actually do that. Because let me tell you, this is serious. I feel your pain. It is this strong fear that kept me stuck for so long. Now, even before I started this YouTube channel, I was actually procrastinating LinkedIn as well. I was doing some stuff on Instagram, but I was so afraid of posting stuff on any platform. And I would find some excuse. It didn't matter. So when I worked for other agencies, now I run my own agency, so I have much more latitude to post whatever I want. But I would say, I shouldn't post content because, it's really not in line with the agency, and I'll just do it when I'm out of here. Or I would be like, I need a new camera. I hear this all the time from people that tell me why they're not launching videos. Or I need a new lighting kit. Or I need to work out my ideas a little bit more. Have you ever found yourself saying these things? Maybe you're saying them now, and I want to give you permission to push through those things, okay? It's not easy, but my God, why continue to be stuck? And I believe if you showed up to this video, you are having a feeling that there's something bigger for you to say, whether that's you sharing your talent, your skills, your ideas, information you feel that you're called to share with the world, whether that's in your business space or even in your personal space. You want to share about your personal development and mindset and life and all those things. It doesn't matter. The idea is if you're here and you're listening to me about this, you're feeling called to share something. So let's talk about how we can get you on that next small step to get you over the hump. So let me tell you 2 big reasons why I have blocked myself for years. Just being honest with you, I'm laying it all out for you. And also why I hear a lot of my clients being blocked as well. So it's not just me. So let's jump into the first one. Fear of judgment. And I mean a horrible fear of judgment. This gridlocks us, okay? And you may be gridlocked today in your mind thinking, I am so afraid to post because I don't know what people are going to say. And I think this stems from childhood. Come on. I was the kid in middle school. If any of you are watching that went to middle school with me, I was weird. I wore weird clothes and bright colors, and I was awkward, and I'm certainly not the person I am now. But back then, people would laugh and I was the butt of a lot of jokes, and I think a lot of people's experience in middle school. But we're not kids anymore. We're not kids. Let's grow up and let ourselves be adults where hopefully people are going to have some level of respect in the world and embrace our ideas. Okay, so let's let the past go and realize that we can show up in a way that makes us feel confident and positive. Let me talk about the fear of judgment and what I felt for myself and what I hear my clients say as well. And so the fear of judgment is we're scared of putting our idea out there because we're afraid of all the haters in the comments, and there's going to be haters. Every big YouTuber has haters. Even I have haters. I have someone that disliked a short on this channel. It's a good short. Why the hell did you dislike it? People just do this stuff. But for the small amount of those very loud haters, very loud, they're always the louder, you have a whole bigger group, I guarantee you, of people that like your content. Just from what I'm showing you on the screen right now, look at these comments I've gotten in the past 3 months, just over 3 months when I launched this channel, of how these videos have directly helped people. These are messages they sent me directly. They found me on social or commented on the video. They took their time out to say, Joey, this really mattered. That is why I do this. That is so powerful. And guess what? You don't get the great comments without putting yourself out there for the fear that you might get a few bad comments. So let me just be straight with you and say, let's not worry about that anymore. Please let that fear go. Channel some inner voice in yourself to say, my ideas are meant to help people, and it's going to find the people that want to be helped, and the people that are going to be haters are going to hate. And here's the thing, if a hater comes up and shares something with you that's really valid, where you think, yeah, they have a good point, I could have done that differently or whatever, you can learn from that. But a lot of haters are just going to hate. They're going to tell you how bad you look, how dumb you sound, and blah, 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 blah. Don't listen to that. Any celebrity, any content creator is going to tell you the same thing I'm telling you, and I've already seen it 3 months into YouTube. I had a hater on LinkedIn on one of my posts that didn't understand what I was saying, and I had to explain it, and finally he got it. There's going to be people that just have snap reactions. That's okay. But for that one comment on LinkedIn, 30 comments of positive conjecture and conversation about the post. So the second thing that holds me and some of my clients back, perfectionism. So this is huge. Perfectionism is huge. And if you've shown up to my video and you've watched any of my others, you know that this is something I struggle with on the daily, because I'm a creative entrepreneur, I'm a creative person, I'm multi-passionate, I have a high quality bar. I surround myself with people that have high quality bar. And when we have that, that is awesome. So we can see what we want, we can see a vision and understand how to put something out that's really great. But on the flip side of that, it can keep us completely stuck. I'm talking complete paralysis, perfection paralysis. We do not want to post anything. And the fear that I understand here is because myself and the clients I work with, we're not new in our career. And maybe today you're watching me and you have a few years in your career, or maybe you have a lot more years in your career. And the longer we go in our life, I think we're more afraid of putting out something that really looks cheap, less quality, embarrassing, makes us look foolish, or worse, exposes something that we feel that we don't know enough about. It's all these fears around perfectionism that hold us back from posting, because we don't want to tank our success. We don't want to put out something that doesn't pursue the sophistication of the content we want to make, or the gravitas of how we want to show up. These are words that I often hear, and I hear you loud and clear. I want that for my content as well, and hopefully I'm delivering that and getting better at it every day. But there was a point in time for me and my clients where you have to make the decision to say, I'm going to flip this switch and we are going to put something out there, because published is better than perfect. If you can achieve both, great, but perfect isn't real. Perfect isn't real. It's a pursuit of a higher quality bar, but published is better than perfect. Because when you don't publish something, no one can benefit from that content. And here's a really cool thing that I've learned in this YouTube channel very specifically. So in making these videos, what I've learned is, and I've posted the channel, it's been about less than 3 months, and I have about 15 videos up and a handful of shorts. Now I was posting LinkedIn videos before that, so I'm not new to video creation and webinars and all those things, but YouTube is a whole different beast, because you're putting stuff up there, it stays there forever, you can't edit it. I mean, it stays there until you take it down, but you don't really want to do that. You can't edit these videos. So you gotta get right and get it up there and just kind of let it go, right? And there's some fear in that of, okay, well, is it gonna be right? I need to watch it 15 times to make sure it's right. But what I've learned is, in creating this content, just dozens of hours of content, and also the watching it back and preparing to publish it, I've learned how to say things better. I've taken ideas that I thought I explained really well, and I'm explaining them even more succinctly. And because of the muscle memory that's created by making content, you are going to have the same experience as well. So beyond just getting it out there to help other people, it's going to help you as a teacher, as a coach, as an inspiration to other people, because you're going to be more quick with your words. You're going to be more clear about how you want to explain things. And by writing scripts, or whether you're doing a video like this, which is not scripted, I'm telling you this idea and I'm explaining it to you, and it's helping me evolve how I think about my own trajectory in life and how I think about my own refinement. That's cool. That is so good. That is what we want as driven people and people that want to get better. So I think that is a huge thing. So even if you want to publish today because you want to get it out there to help people, that is awesome. You're going to do that. But by creating content and putting it out in the world, it adds this new level of self-awareness and self-reflection that is there. And it also, I'm gonna be real with you, it tests your perfectionism, because every video that I make on this channel, I have to grit my teeth and think, this was wrong, that was wrong, I don't like how I said that. And at some point you have to stop re-recording. And I actually have an example of this where I did scrap a video. I talk about this in a video I'll share here about when I almost quit YouTube 2 weeks into it. Because I was being honest with you all, I was like very overwhelmed with the cadence and all the things. And by sharing it with the world, I was able to then work through it and figure out a cadence that worked for me. But in this video that I'm sharing, I talk about how I recorded a video because I was trying to meet a deadline and it wasn't the right tone. And it never saw the light of day. It's on this hard drive and it's not out to the public, because that was an example where I didn't like what I created and I felt it didn't reflect me. But understanding how to make that delineation is what I'm talking about here. And by pushing ourselves to put stuff out, that's when we start to become comfortable learning when we are being a perfectionist or when we're actually scrapping something because it is bad. And in most cases, it's usually perfectionism more than it is we created something really bad. So those are the two main reasons that was holding me back and what I hear from my clients. So what I would love to encourage you to do today is really think about the next step that you can take to get yourself out there. It doesn't have to be a big step. Just take one small step forward to put your ideas out to the world. It could be in person. It could be at a networking event. It could be in your job or with your company. It could be posting one video on social media, doing a live. Even if it's a text post at this point and you're worried about that, put something out to the world where you feel that it's vulnerable. You feel like you shared a little bit of an idea that you've never shared before. I want you to have a little bit of a stretch, but I don't want you to overwhelm yourself. So post something like that. Get in the comments below. Tell me what you're going to post so I can go like it and celebrate it with you. Tell me when you've done it. Tell me if you have questions about this. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. And also, if you want to find me directly, all my socials are in the description. DM me, write me, let me help you here, because I really think you can take that next step and it's not as hard as you think. And once you get the ball rolling, then you're going to be out there and you're going to be publishing stuff and it's going to be really good. So thank you so much for watching this video. Go watch this next one because it talks about how to speak with confidence, which is a key part to get you to take this next step. So I'll see you in the next video. Have fun. Later.